Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo, estes nostra salve.
The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to the crowds, "To what shall I compare the people of this generation? What are they like? They are like children who sit in the marketplace and call to one another. We played the flute for you, but you did not dance. We sang a dirge for you, but you did not weep. For John the Baptist came neither eating food nor drinking wine, and you said, 'He is possessed by a demon.' The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and you said, 'Look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners.' But wisdom is vindicated by all her children." The Gospel of the Lord.
St. Paul in his letter to the Corinthians said, "When I was a child," and that got my mind going. I remember playing baseball at St. Anthony's Field with my friends as a child, pickup game, and inevitably you would be playing a game and somebody would do something, an infraction of the rules, and you call them on it. This guy picks up his gloves. He brought 3 because some guys on the team didn't have any, and he's the one who had the baseballs. He picks up all those things and he says, "I'm leaving." That is, in a sense, what this rhyme says. We piped you a tune, and you refused to dance. We piped you a dirge, and you refused to weep. In other words, the game's not going your way, so you're not going to participate. It's a childhood expression of a type of selfishness that has no part in love. The love that St. Paul talks about, if you go through the text, he's talking about agape love. Agape love is a love that says, I am willing to make a sacrifice for this love. It's the type of love we give to God. It's the type of love that God gave to us. Jesus on the cross laid down his life. St. John Paul II would call it self-giving or self-donating love. It's where my life is laid down for the importance of the other over my own importance. And these are the type of things that community is built on. If I don't have my way, I don't quit the game. I stay in relationship and keep loving, but we do find a way to work it out. I was also reminded of another thing as I was a child. I have 3 brothers and I have a sister, and at our house there were 3 bedrooms. My sister had a bedroom to herself, properly so, and the 4 brothers, had to share 2 rooms. So we were 2 rooms, 2 brothers to a room, small rooms, by the way. And whenever we weren't getting along with one of our brothers, that's your new roommate. Move in with your brother who you're not getting along with and work it out. Losing all privileges if you don't. Goodbye. Close the door. Take care of it. And you know what? We did. Because it wasn't a business of, I don't like it, it's not going my way, I'm going to work it out. One of the great proponents of agape love, of course, you would find that in the Gospel of John. God so loved, God so agaped the world that he gave his only Son. In the Gospel of Luke, love, agape, the Lord your God, and your neighbor as yourself. And in 1 John, we're reminded God is love. And we are begotten in God. In other words, we share God's love DNA. It's in our programming to act like this. And just one example of that. How many of you like being around selfish people? No one raised their hand. That's right. You like being around selfish people, Jerry? God bless you. Okay. What I mean is, selfish people make us uncomfortable because it goes against the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to be selfish, and something instinctively tells us that's wrong. That instinctively telling us that selfishness is wrong is God's love DNA reacting inside of us and saying, this is how it should be. Saint Thérèse Lisieux was looking at this passage from Corinthians. She was trying to discern what her place in life would be. She wanted to be a missionary and a martyr. She really wanted to do that, except she had a lot of physical disabilities, and she was in anxiety about not being able to do that and felt bad. And in reading this passage, she realized, she said, there's more missionary, she came to discover there's more missionary work and more sacrificing and more martyrdom in agape love. And there's plenty to go around. And so she decided that I will love greatly, even in little things, to the point where I wonder if my mother got this from her. There's an occasion in her life where there was a sister she had a hard time getting along with in the convent, and she decided that she would purposely find jobs and reasons to work next to that person so she could love her even in the difficult situations, because nobody else in the convent really liked her anyways. And so she loved in the difficulty. And so we're either going to love as the Lord God does, or we're not going to love at all. God is patient. That's one of the hallmarks of this kind of love. And because God is patient, He's patient with us, and He gives us the grace to be perfected in this. And life then for us becomes a journey in becoming perfected in this agape love. And it finally comes into perfection and fulfillment when you stand before God and He welcomes you home.
Regina Celi, letare, alleluia, qui atque meruisti portare, alleluia, resurrexit sicut dixit, alleluia, ora pro nobis Deus,